I'm so glad I picked Wisconsin for so many reasons. I talked with Saul Phillips about probably 6 months ago, and Saul goes, "Imagine if you didn't end up at Wisconsin, what your life would be like now." And I had a chance to talk about kind of what we went through with our son who had brain cancer, and I called Greg Gard, and I said, "Greg, I'm not a former player here. I'm just a dad in need of help right now." And he picked up the phone. He called Steve Stricker. Steve got on the line, got a hold of a couple of people with some insurance issues that we were having as they rejected kind of some of my son's surgery for a laser. But I remember this to this day. The insurance for our son, we found out he had brain tumor last November, about a year ago. And within 6 months, he had to have surgery. And the insurance company denied his claim and said the laser procedure instead of a full craniotomy was not going to be covered because it was too new. And I go, too new? Like what? This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. My son can be in the hospital for 3 days with a little incision, and we can possibly take care of this, or we have to slice open his head, and he's got to be in the hospital 14 days. This is just dumb. So I called Greg. Greg got me in touch with a bunch of people, some people at Children's Hospital in Milwaukee, some people at AmFam in Madison, and then he gave me Steve Stricker's number. And I've never met Steve. But I called him, and I left a rambling message for about 5 minutes, just rambling. And I remember the last thing I said in the voicemail was, "Mr. Stricker, I'm just a dad asking for help." And within probably 5 minutes, he called me back, and he got the ball rolling. Now you got to remember, this was in May. And what did he do in May? He won one of the senior opens on the senior championship. And that was that same week. So he was so unselfish in the moment to go ahead and worry about my problem when I just called him rambling on, just completely rambling. And then he goes, and does that. It just speaks volumes for Wisconsin people and what we're about, I guess. It's about others. You've got to be unselfish. You've got to take care of the other people around you.